morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's monthly service for November 2025. I hope we are all in good health and excellent spirit. During main silent prayer, I also offer my prayer for appreciating 1-year birthday of late Konko Takeuchi, who will be 1 year old on Wednesday, November 19th. I was blessed this fall to attend the Konko Grand Ceremony at both our headquarters on Friday, October 10th, and Konko Church of Chicago on Thursday, October 16th. I stay at Konko Church of Chicago from October 13th to 22nd, and I return back to Chicago on Wednesday, October 22nd. This time my trip to Japan was filled with coming to autumn workings as well. I could not help but think Kami arranged everything so smoothly and perfectly. Reverend Tokuji Iwamoto, Senior Minister of Konko Church Otoshima, kindly invited me to stay overnight on October 9th and 10th at his church near Konko Town. Therefore, I was blessed to welcome and pray for our principal mediator along the path of his daily procession from his house to the main worship hall at 3:45 a.m. on both October 10th and 11th. I was also blessed to serve as the assistant head officiant for the Konko Grand Ceremony at Konko Church of Chicago on October 16th. After this service, I visited my brother Kazunori Imari. His son Munenori planned to build a new house near Imari for him and his wife Makiko. So I was asked to conduct a topping out ceremony on October 17th. It is in a wonderful location near the sea. During the service, I thought it's such a blessing for my brother to have his son living near him. On Monday, October 20th, Konko Church of Chicago celebrated the 140th anniversary of its establishment. Since it was the first Konko Church in Kyushu, this was also the 140th anniversary of Kyushu progression of Konko Church. Konko Church of Chicago is related as the great-grandchildren of Konko Church. I was fortunate enough to attend the ceremony with more than 300 believers coming from many churches in Kyushu. This time as well, I found myself deeply immersed in the passionate atmosphere of Konko Church of Chicago that did his best to bring a revival founder way of life and faith. My trip was filled as fulfilling as always. After Konko headquarters received new material of founder's own writing from one of the Konko family. The new Konko Kyoten was published in 1983. There were two most important documents. The first was a handwritten copy of the founder record of the Revelation. The second was a handwritten copy of the founder's memoirs of Konko Daiji, written by Reverend Yoshi Konko, the second successor of our founder. In 1871, our founder was requested by Kami to write his life of faith from his birth up until the present day. This became the content of Konko Daiji. By combining these two books, we have his whole life from his birth to his final moments. The revelation started with an incident in 1857, and it is described as the start of his faith, and is called Kami's first request. Do you happen to remember what it was? On October 13th, 1857, a man from Kameyama Bridge came and said, "Your younger brother Sugemon has become demented. He claims Konjin has possessed him. He asked Bunji to come to see him." Our father understood him, and through Sugemon's voice, Konjin spoke. "Bunji, I'm glad you came. I have brought here because I have a request for you. Will you fulfill my request?" Founder replied, I'll do whatever I can if it is your request. Honjin explained, Shigemo must build a new house, but he has no one to borrow any money from. What I want to request is for you to take care of the construction costs. Founder affirmed, I shall do so. Later, Kami's pleasure with the fund acceptance was shown by this request, meaning called Kami's first request. Among the new material were two accounting books kept by the founder. One of them even started with this 1857 episode. This incident is said to be the first blessing from Konji-sama. We can thus begin to see just how much our founder felt about this event. Furthermore, both covers of these two accounting books were honorably labeled as Kami's doing. Our founder thought that both income and expenses were sacred works. The expenses included were compulsory requests by mountain priest, gambling debt of one of his sons, and payment of scams, etc. There have never been such a person who thought of such expenses honorably as Kami's doing. We are now able to see that our founder did his best to respect each and every happening in his life as Kami's doing with gratitude. Through the first mention above, I have come to realize the face of my Prime Minister Reverend Socho Tsubo was exactly the same as our founders. He devoted himself thoroughly to pursuing the founder's faith, and therefore, of course, his faith should have been the same as our founders. Now I could clearly point out what it was that was exactly the same. The year of our founder died, he has given a fair poem to his son Hagyo Konko. The trio Konko makes the world bright, shine through heaven, and we last forever. The trio Konko makes the world bright, shine through heaven, and we last forever. What a marvelous insight our founder had about the trio Konko. Reverend Socho said that the Iraq idea was a way for any human of real life most humanly and reach absolute fulfillment with Kami. The essence of his true way of Konko is that everything that happened is Kami doing. Just as the essence of Iraq idea that all is divine love. Our founder faith practice display everything that happened as Kami doing, but born when he accepted Konjin's request through Shigemon's mouth in 1857. Even though it was a request from a deranged person, our founder accepted it with respect as if it was Kami's wish. Reverend Otsubo, no matter how hard he had trained himself, just could not receive blessing. That's when he made a request to Kami, which I will briefly summarize. Kami has expression for even someone like me, so I will accept whatever happens. Therefore, from now on, please pray for the will of Kami to be fulfilled. Like our founder, he accepted whatever would happen, no matter how difficult it could be. He was facing this way for 4.5 years. And then there it was genuine faith. Reverend also said that the joy overflowed within him when he realized the process life was Kami doing. Through practice faith in this way, both our founder and Reverend Otsubo developed their hearts full unbreakable peace and joy. They both live in the world filled with more divine blessing than they had ever expected. I now am strong convinced about our faith. When I practice faith, respecting each and every happening in my life as Kami doing, when I practice more and more precisely like our founder and like Reverend Otsubo, I will see exactly how the peace and joy in my heart shall truly open in Chicago for all to realize. As it says in the divine calendar, divine favor begins within one's own peaceful and joyful heart. The absolute value of my existence is that I embody and manifest the divine reminder and be of great service for true world peace. Prostrating myself before heaven and earth, I will do my best. Thank you.